Hello HCA Practicum students, here we are week 11. So we've got 5 weeks to go for practicum. So we're about, the 2/3 point of being done. So I wanted to check in with you. We do have some assignments for you to work on this week and then completed next week. Don't worry, very simple. You've done them before. I do want your updated log sheets, your most current hours. Again, this will be due Tuesday of next week. So your most updated log sheets in there so I can get a temperature of see how you're doing on your hours. And then also a reflection journal. And you've seen I've kind of answer or I kind of ask the same questions in every reflection journal, but one of them will be different. And that question I want you to think about is, do you feel like you're going to have difficulty in completing your hours? This is usually the time where you can see, now it's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to come up short on my hours or everything's going to be fine. I know all of you have a different situation going on with your practicum sites. Some students get most of their hours in the last, half of the practicum experience just by scheduling or, what have you. I know in the first half of the practicum, we had some things working against us. We had the weather, some really nasty weather days in there. That lost some time. There were some particular internal issues going on at some of the practicum sites that caused you not to get some hours. So I know that can affect as well. Hopefully all that's smoothed out at this point and we can be hitting that mark, because remember we do have to get 120 hours. So couple things for next week. You can do them this week and then submit them, email them to me next Tuesday, which will be March 25th. So please send me your log sheet and the reflection journal. Of course, all that information is below this video, so you have it all right there. Another thing to be aware of is towards the end of this week, I'm going to send you your evaluation that your preceptor is going to do of you. I know we all hate evaluations. I hate them as well. Everybody hates them, but they're a necessary thing of life. So what we're going to have you do is you're going to give this evaluation to the preceptor, and that they're basically going to talk a little bit about your performance. It's like a performance evaluation. Hopefully they're sharing that information with you now as you're going through the process, but sometimes you can get some good information out of that. So it's all really to benefit you. You want to get feedback from others about your performance, maybe ways that you can improve, or the great things that you've done there. So I am kind of simplifying that evaluation process for preceptors to make it a little bit easier for them to complete, because they're very busy and they don't want to spend a lot of time doing it, but we still need valuable information from that. So look for that coming out later on this week. I will like you to put that in their hands so they've got a copy of it by next week. That'll give them more than a month. Well, they're going to have this evaluation they'll need to complete about you. And why to have it early is they can see the questions that we're asking, and they can kind of think about those questions as they're working with you and how they're going to respond back to those questions. And you're going to see it as well. So you're going to see what's going to be on there. I do value your feedback as well. So if you see there's ways that we can improve that particular instrument, let me know. Now the next thing you're probably going to ask me is, am I going to evaluate my preceptor? Absolutely. So I'm going to send you a survey about your preceptor and your practicum site. That's a lot about what we do. When we look at practicum sites and whether students return to those sites or we encourage more students to go to those sites are based on the feedback that the students give us. So yes, you'll have an opportunity to flip the evaluation and evaluate the site. So, but I do that at the near the end of the course. So stay tuned with that. All right, so that pretty much concludes the video for this week. Just make sure you do those 2 items down below and get them to me by next Tuesday, March 25th, and we'll be great. Again, if you have any issues or any kind of acute problems that are coming up, please text me, let me know, and we'll try to take care of those for you right away. All right, everybody have a great week this week, and I'll check in with you next week. Thanks.